I want it to be fun because I don't want it to be a toxic environment.
It's great to talk to you. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I mean, I had to ask, this is your first your
Yeah.
feature debut, as they say, as a director, and it's an amazing movie. So why this project for it? Because I believe you always wanted to write your own. Do you know what I mean? Because it's the script somebody else wrote, right? So what was
Yeah,
it about
yeah.
this that you went, no, okay, let's put that to the side for a minute. I want to do this one.
I think it just made me laugh out loud. And I think that is special, to find something really funny. I also think it was a very simple story, about two people that are walking down the street. And that for a director is a great canvas,
Yeah.
And I was able to, add my touch to it. I think I got the scripts, I talked to the writers, it was set in Camden originally, and I pushed the third character being South London, and they were really excited and open to that. So,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why.
as you say, it's such a simple idea, but at the same time, this movie feels really fresh. So we've all seen a million rom-coms. Was it nice to put your own stamp on a rom-com? I know I've read that you don't love the term rom-com, but
I don't love the term rom-com at all. It's just cheesy, isn't it?
and
But
it's not cheesy. This film.
that I think that's the thing, right? It's like if you go into it hating the term rom-com or what it represents, then I was like on a mission to not make it cheesy. That was a big thing for me. Yeah, sorry, could you repeat the question though?
No, it's more to do with the rom-com genre. I know you're not the biggest fan of rom-coms. Was it nice to put your own stamp and your own spin and make something that you
Yeah.
probably is cliched to a lot of people actually really fresh? Because that's a really hard thing to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the thing is I don't hate rom-coms because someone went, I heard you hate them, and it's not true. Like I think there's so many great rom-coms from the 90s and the early 2000s, and yeah, I think it was just I kind of read the script almost looking at it as just a comedy, right, with some romance in it. And when you break it down like that, it can be anything. And I think the reason my film is different is because it's my film, and I feel I made decisions that feel like they are come from sort of my world and the way I see the world, and it's sort of a different kind of voice, so it's going to feel different naturally. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I consciously went, I'm going to make a different style of rom-com. I think I make a different style of films generally.
Okay. And you
So that happened naturally.
sorry, your two lead actors definitely made a difference in this film. They're brilliant, Vivian and David. How did you find them? And were they what you pictured when you first read the script? Do you know what I mean? Was it a long process casting this?
It wasn't a long process. I definitely knew the type of actor that I wanted to work with, for both of them. It was a pretty traditional process. We met loads of great people, people that I'd love to meet again. But when I met Vivian and David separately, I was just like, this is it, so sure of it. The only thing I wasn't sure about is whether they would have chemistry, and that is really important. I'm not the type of person that wants to work with actors that hate each other and run off to their Winnebagos as soon as we say cut. I want it to be fun because I don't want it to be a toxic environment. But they did. I was so relieved because I was so like, okay, these two are perfect. And they really did. They had buckets of chemistry and it was amazing. And they're both so talented. And as people, they're so different. And Dom and Yaz are so different. And it really worked. So yeah, they're incredible. And I'm so lucky to have got to work with them.
They are incredible, and you have the incredible Colin Firth popping up in this for a nice little surprise for me. Well, how do you get somebody like Oscar winner Colin Firth to turn up for your movie, your first directorial debut for a feature?
You write him a letter. I wrote him a letter. I think when you see it, spoiler alert, but when you see it's if I were him, I would do that, because it's a nod to the stuff that he's done before, but this is different. And I think he was in support of that. He was in support of me, and I love him for it. I already loved him, and obviously I love him even more for that. So yeah, I just wrote him a letter.
Love it. The simplest way, and for a brilliant movie. Rye Lane, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Cheers. Take care.